Softball with Morgan hitting courses. Today is our last lesson, lesson number 10. And the way I wanted to wrap our hitting course up is basically talking and giving you drills about how to not drop your hands. Because the biggest thing that girls come to me about is, I keep dropping my hands, how do I stop doing that? So this whole lesson is to give you drills and ideas on how to help prevent you from dropping your hands. So let's go. Okay, for this first drill, it's super simple. You don't even need a softball. A lot of people like to use tennis balls. You could do this in your living room, you could do this in the car, you could do this anywhere you want. Today I just have softballs, so just to show you, if you don't have tennis balls, you're able to do softballs as well. So this is going to focus on our top hand. If you're righty, it's going to be your right hand. If you're lefty, it's going to be your left hand. So when we do this, you got to think about, to not drop your hands, we're always going to keep an angle in our arm. Remember when we talked about contact, I always wanted to keep this angle in our arm, kind of like a 90 degree. For whatever reason, sometimes this is hard or sometimes it is easy. So it's just kind of one or the other. Some girls are really good at it, some girls are really not good at it. And it's okay. If you're not good at it, this is time to get better. So what we're going to be doing is, you're going to have a partner, and just to show you, I'll show you exactly what it's going to look like, but just to slow it down and so you have an idea what you're supposed to be doing, is you're going to hold the ball up, and then you're going to get your hips through. From here, as you see, your elbow is pointed, at a 90 degree, and you're just going to push out, just like this, to your partner. So you're going to actually throw the ball. When you throw this ball is going to be extremely slow. It should not be fast. If you accidentally whip this ball really fast, more than like 2 miles an hour, you're doing it wrong. So the best way to know that you're doing this right is, you're just going to be here and you're just going to be popping out to extension basically and letting the ball go. Okay, so this is what it's going to look like. So remember, up, right, like we're holding our back. You're going to come through, hips here. As you see, you have a 90 degree, make sure you feel it. You can look down at your elbow, and then you're just going to go out to extension. So when you go out to extension, you should just lock your elbow out, and it should just look like this. Okay, let's practice that. Okay, so at this point in the video, you should have been practicing your 8 to 10 reps, at least, right? You can do this anywhere, just to, pop that elbow out. So this next drill, you're going to be on a knee, and you're going to bring back the tee and the ball. So the way to set up for this is that your back knee's on the ground, and then your front leg is going to be locked out. This is a pretty common drill, but sometimes people don't really know exactly what this drill is used for, and it's really just to make sure that our hands aren't dropping. So what you're going to do, the bat is really heavy if you just have one hand on it, so all I do is I go up to the tape. Yours is going to be different, it can be higher, it can be lower, but what you're going to do is make sure this button of the bat is pointing toward the catcher's helmet. What you're going to do is, you're going to go to contact first, and we're just going to make sure our elbow is pointed at our 90 degree. Make sure we're there, and then the next one we're going to do is to extension. So make sure our button of the bat is pointed to the catcher's helmet, come through, remember, and then you're going to point to extension. And the reason why this is going to help you not drop your hands is because our hip is in the way. Now when our hip's in the way, we have to keep that arm in, making sure we're at our 90 degree and going out. Now, then what we're going to do is, we're going to switch hands. So we did our top hand, now we're going to do our bottom hand. Usually one hand is always easier. Some people it's the top hand, some people it's the bottom hand. Me personally, the easier hand for me is the bottom hand. Now, it's the same thing, we're going to point the button of the bat towards the catcher's helmet, keep this elbow pointed or bent in, and we're going to go to contact here, and then we're going to practice going all the way to extension. Okay, let's practice. Okay, so I'm going to hit to contact with my top hand. Okay, the next one I'm going to do, same with the top hand, but now I'm going to go to extension. Okay, now I switch hands, and I'm going to work with my bottom hand. I'm going to go straight to contact. Alright, now same with bottom hand, now I'm going to go straight to extension. Okay, so at this point in the video, you should have been practicing all these different drills, or if not, that's okay. I'm just trying to give you some future drills to do. I do want to explain one thing to make sure that we're all on the same page of understanding the difference between our hand being above our elbow, at our elbow, and below our elbow. So when our hand is too much in front or above our elbow here, what ends up happening is we're going to throw everything up. Our bad angle is going to be up too high, and we're going to miss the ball all the time. We're probably not going to make contact. Ideally, when we hit, we want to make sure that our hand and our elbow are like right next to each other, so we're at 90 degrees, so we're in the same line. Now, if our hands are below our elbow this way, this is when we drop our hands. All of a sudden our hands go right below our elbow, and that's when we see ourselves dropping hands all the time, when we go straight down this way and then we decide to go. Okay, so whenever you see your player, or if you're the player yourself and you take video of yourself and you notice that your hand, when you start and you immediately go below your elbow, that is dropping your hands. And so way to correct it is the drills that I just showed you. But again, I do want to say that if these drills are not helping you, if you still are needing more assistance when it comes to drop balls, when it comes to dropping your hands, rise balls, hitting in general, inside, outside, whatever it may be when it comes to hitting, please reach out to me. I'm more than willing to send you more drills, do more videos, anything that will help you succeed, I'm here to do. So with that being said, thank you so much for completing this course, Softball with Morgan, and I hope to see you next time.